Hi guys, welcome back to Not Another Budget. I'm Nicole. Firstly, thank you so much to anyone who has followed me on my very, very new Instagram account. There's that table shake again. To anyone who's followed me on my new Instagram account or has watched the two videos that I've uploaded. I didn't expect anyone to watch, so thank you. It does mean a lot. And anyone who's kind of commented and engaged, just thank you, first of all. So this is a bit of I guess they're all a different video for me because I've not done really any videos before. This is going to be a slightly different video in terms of style. So does anyone out there have it where they spend time creating this? They go through things like this, and these pages should be quite familiar. And then you go to the effort of filming a video and things change. 2 hours after my September week 1 budget premiered yesterday, things changed. And can you hear the frustration? I'd spent 2 days mulling over numbers. I'd spent a week trialing that budget setup. And this is all about, there's me trying to steady the camera again. This whole budgeting, debt payoff, cash stuffing, sinking fund experiment really for me, because it's not something I have attempted successfully or done well in, is all trying to address behaviour. So Dave Ramsey, if you know the guy, you know the guy. He has some thoughts, but one of his things, which I can't argue with, is that money is 80% behaviour and 20% financial. And in my case, that's correct. It is behaviour. So it's not a case of the old me, because I'm not yet at a new me. I am just me. How's that for a little bit of something on a Friday morning? The old me would have absolutely imploded mentally, financially, and gone and spent. And I did start to spend, and then I just went, no, stop. I then had a bit of a small anxiety attack and spent then 4 hours on Canva just playing with designs and things to try and fight the urge to carry on spending. So here we are. I can't believe I'm saying this, on the 2nd of September, one day after I've released a video, we're gonna do a bit of a reset, a bit of a plan, a bit of a chat. I've got some kind of things like pennies that I hadn't, was just stashed in a corner, and was like, right, okay, I can start that, and I think I can do this, and let's just plan and sort and organise. This video has taken about an hour for me to start, because we've had a skip delivered, 3 freight trains, a very heavy, loud military aircraft fly overhead, 2 cat interruptions, because he wanted feeding even though he's been fed. Oh, goodness gracious me. Right, now that that's off my case, I have my coffee. Today's mug is, please don't spill everywhere, I'm not sure I'm a hobbit. You may see a lot of Lord of the Rings themed mugs coming up, because I adore... Why are you going out of focus? That's better. Because I adore it heavily. So, zen. I have my coffee. I have my water. I hope everything I need. Some stuff is out of sight. So let's just do this. It's going to be a bit of a longer video. I personally really love videos like this. I love watching YouTube, and I really love long form vlogs and long form chats, because I'll just stick them on in the background while I do something. And I've been going through, and I am watching from the very beginning the likes of Future Budgets, Rainbow Budgets, Moo Budgets, Alison Budgets, Learning to Live Life on a Budget, Budget with M, and I think that's where I'm up to so far. But I've been kind of dipping in and out, and everyone's videos has really kind of spurred me on to go, no, you must be accountable. Come on. So in the spirit of accountability and transparency, let's just... Okay, right, Nicole, stop waffling. So, right. So I do go back and rewatch my videos, not because I'm a narcissist, but because I want to see if I'm umming and ahhing too much. How is everything? Can everything be seen? What's the camera angle like? Does it go out of focus? With kind of my work history, I like to know that whatever I'm putting out there is, you know, legible and good. So I hate wasting paper, but I'm getting a bleed through. That's because there's 2 pieces of paper. I'm getting a bleed through. And I kind of went, well, I'm struggling to read that. So are other people. And for now, I'm stuck with a shaky table and 1 tripod. So we're going to be just doing a rough to-do list, I think, on this page. So first of all, I want to... How is everyone, by the way? I hope you're all well. So I write on an angle, just always have. It's a bit wonky, like my brain. So I want to do 1p savings challenge. I'm really worried that by writing, the camera is going to shake and the table's going to shake. This table was £10 off Facebook Marketplace like 4 years ago, and it has kind of served me well, but yeah. So I want to do the 1p savings challenge. I want to do my expense tracker. I'm trying not to write hard in case the table shakes. I want to do my expense tracker. I want to do my week 1 goals. So if you've seen on Instagram, I will put my Instagram down at the bottom below. Again, you're under no obligation to follow me. Sidebar, I struggle with social media so much. But I'm hoping, I mean, everyone in the community has been so welcoming and so helpful, and Budget with Lux was there straight away. Debt Camel, who I need to reply to, I followed her for years, like pre-debt relief order days. Everyone's been so welcoming and so helpful, and I found like yesterday that I wanted to immediately jump on and be like word vomit, and actually just going and focusing and going on Instagram I think might help that. So I want to do my week 1 goals, and I need to update my budget tracker, I think. And then if we don't run into too much time, I want to do a rough debt pay plan. And a rough sinking fund plan. Okay, so let's go for some washi tape. I love this set. I got it from the works years ago. Well, I say years ago, months ago, really. That's a slight exaggeration. And washi tape was something that I kind of liked the idea of, but didn't really know how to implement. But let's go and try some things. So let's just continue on with the... Yeah, I've kind of used this for September, so my brain needs the continuity. But I could go with this one instead. I think this set was £5 from the works. Okay. So, I mentioned briefly... Oh, I can't find it. Does anyone have this where they can't find the end of tape ever? There we are. Okay. Focus problem. I mentioned at the start of this video, when I was kind of rambling and just having an absolute moment, that things had changed. Now, I know when I did my September week 1 budget, I'd mentioned the fact that I wasn't sure when bills were coming out. It dawned on me yesterday that I could just go and check the dates on the actual accounts that I have, but that didn't happen. So that's changed, and that therefore subsequently meant that I had more money than I thought, because obviously there were bills that were going out that weren't actually going out. And then I got SPENDY. So we need to pull it back. So this is the week 1. Oh, not gonna have enough room. Goals. September week 1 goal. It's fine. It's not fine, but it's fine. So these are the September week 1 goals. And I want to... Actually, let's go for colour contrast. So I need to complete my freelancing. Okay, so complete and invoice, more importantly, my freelancing. Oh, I'm so sorry about this camera shake, guys. I already know what that's going to be. That's £127 because I've already done a count on the quantities, and nothing is... Excuse me, there's nothing there that I can't invoice for because of quality or flaws or errors. And here's another thing that's kind of a problem. Well, it's not a problem, it's just messed things up in my head. I liked the lineality of having the 1st to the 7th and having a budget start on the 1st and not carry over. I guess I could do that, but I guess that would mean that there'd probably be like the odd stray 2 or 3 day budget here or there. So I'm not ruling that out. But I really like that. And then I realised that my collection date for this work is on a Tuesday. My week ends on a budgeting week ends on a Wednesday and starts on a Thursday. So there would be a rollover. So I either shift, which I'm not ruling out. So I either shift my weeks, potentially, as in close off week 1 early, start it from the day I get paid from the invoice. Start it from when I get an invoice paid, because if I have rollovers, I don't want them to be £127 worth of a rollover at this stage. I want it to be slightly minor because of how I'm trying to get this to work. And I may just be overcomplicating it. I can't rule that out. I do that. So I've got that to do. I need to list 10 items a day. This will be on either Facebook Marketplace or Vinted. I came away from eBay about a year and a half ago, and I came away from Etsy in February of this year. I used to be a professional seller on Etsy. That was linked to my kind of background in creative costume design and things like that. And again, eBay, I must have started selling on eBay 2008, so well over a decade, nearly 15 years actually. And I've just found that over time it's just not great to be a seller on those platforms. Etsy, definitely for the products that I was selling. I think if you're a digital only seller, then of course it makes absolute sense. But I just, in the end, came away. That being said, if there is a product that is available on Amazon and it is on Etsy, I will buy from the Etsy seller as much as possible, because there is an actual person behind that and not a massive mega billionaire corporation. So I've got to list 10 items a day. I mentioned in my goals in my September setup video that I had both personal items from my wardrobe that I wanted to destash. You know, the things where you've been hanging on to something that's 2 sizes too small because you think you're going to fit into it. It's not yet happened, and many years on I need to just accept that that's not happening anytime soon, so let's get it gone. And I also had stock to clear. A lot of that is costume stock, not your fairies and your fancy dress and your Lord of the Rings imitations, but things like a large abundance of men's suits, shirts, women's formal, casual, things like that you accumulate through the work that I've done in the past. And 9 times out of 10, a portion of my wage would have been keeping the stock that had been purchased for the shoot so that I could then reuse it, rehire it out, or sell it on and recoup my funds that way. I'm not re-entering that industry, and if I do ever, it will not be in the same way. These items take up a walk-in wardrobe and a garage in my house, and that space I need back. But there's I've got over 100 men's shirts. Some of them are still new. Men's suits, men's corduroy. I've got ladies vintage. I've got loads of stuff. And I pulled it all out, unboxed it all, piled it up in my living room yesterday, which probably contributed to the whole brain meltdown thing. And then just sat and just went, I can't do this. I can do it. And I've just got to do 10 items a day. And hopefully, from a packing perspective, if I'm fortunate enough for any of it to sell, that will just make it easier to manage. And it's going to keep that feed of constantly having items up and there. So, list 10 items a day. I did that yesterday. I just need to try and think of a way to track that. Okay. I think that with goals, as much as I've been looking into them, and although I don't ever really implement or follow them, because I struggle to stick to them, but hey, new me. I think that with goals, it should be a mix of like work and something that needs to be done around the home and something for fun. So I am learning Swedish. And I have so far done it every single day since the 27th of August. I have not yet completed the basics because I'm only doing it for 10 minutes a day. And that's because I love Sweden. And if I could live anywhere in the world, no money, no strings, not as in no money, as in money, no object, no strings attached, I would live in Sweden. Because I love it. I love nature. I love the culture. Never been, and I've just absolutely fallen in love with it. And I've fallen in love with it. If you would like a channel recommendation that you're not aware of, there is a wonderful creator called Jonna, Jonna, Jinton, Jinton. Her just, oh my goodness, her videos are just wonderful, and I love her. Not in that way. I adore what she puts out as a fellow creative. She's really an inspiration in many ways. So I want to Duolingo every day, and oh my goodness, what was my other one? It's on Instagram and everything. I did this yesterday in Canva. Bear with me because I'm having an absolute brain fart. Right, I'm just checking. My phone's on such a lag at the minute. And it's a kind of toss-up between which technology shall I replace first, the shattered iPad that's being held together by sellotape, or the mobile phone, which is got about a 10-second delay for everything I do. And I want to plan my week 2 budget. Well, here we are. Kind of. If this video goes down well, then I may film that as well. But I have got to crack on with the freelancing, and that's going to take me a weekend. So I've got to plan my week 2 budget. So this is where we are for this week. I feel like this is all achievable, even with me being a scattered kind of brainy, melty mess. Do excuse the caffeine. But here's where there have been some changes. So if we go back to my original goals, a lot of these I've pulled. So list all stock to sell and destash wardrobe and vintage. So that kind of ties into my list 10 items a day. Pay all bills on time. Okay, we'll get there. Sinking fund binders, half done. I have got some Happy Mail on the way, and I will do a Happy Mail unboxing because, do you remember when I said I got a little bit spendy? Got spendy. And get current on BT Bill. That's going to be kind of a whole monthly thing, and I'm hoping that I can actually tie that into budget changes. The big one is the £200 for annual leave. Now I'm going to cross this through because that's changed. So, and let's get that washi tape again. This video may not be your cup of tea, and I can completely appreciate if it is, if it isn't, and but it's kind of literally stopping me from going and spending the remaining money in my account right now. So let's just do this as let's do notes in, where's that green pen? Let's do notes in green. We're just going to have to deal with the camera shake. I'm so sorry. I didn't realise this was actually a problem. Well, I feel that it's a problem. Other people may not. Okay, so in terms of keynotes, let's try and do this as, I'm just thinking, upcoming changes to budget. Trying to steady the camera. Upcoming changes. So the key thing with the annual leave is that I mentioned it, I think, in my September week 1 video, was that I'd had a week's worth of annual leave booked. Both my respective employers for 2 of my part-time jobs, the third part-time job is the freelancing, like you to pre-book your holiday. One, they want you to pre-book a year's worth of holiday in January. The other one, there is a holiday rota that goes up. No more than 2 people off at any one time, including management. It's annoying. I can't do management jobs, but hey, that's another issue for another day. And so you therefore kind of have to look and see, obviously the mums tend to get priority on school holidays, half terms, Easter breaks and stuff like that. And we've just had August. So that was pretty much out and I had time left to use. So I just kind of grabbed a week at the end of September. Now, I've got things that need to be done around the house. That does involve spending money, but not I'm going away spending money. And a lot of it actually, I, in theory, can spread out and it doesn't all have to be done in that week. I can set up a sinking fund, I can see where I'm at and go, okay, I can do this, but I can't do this, or we can do this now and we can do this in 4 weeks. And I was completely fine with that. And then I had the bombshell dropped on me that I've got family coming over from Australia. Now, I have very, very young cousins. When I say young, they're like 14 and 11, but that's half my age. One I met when she was 6 months old, one I have never met. And they're obsessed with Harry Potter. Obsessed with Harry Potter. I cannot tell you how many Harry Potter themed birthday and Christmas presents have been sent to Australia over the past decade. But they're coming over and they want to do the Warner Brothers studio tour. I've done this 2 or 3 times, but as a family, and I don't have to financially contribute, thank goodness, but as a family, we're taking them as kind of a day. And that involves spending money because there is a really good gift shop. And that wasn't something that had been budgeted for. It wasn't something that I'd planned on doing. It was going to take place in that week of annual leave. And I just thought this is the worst timing possible. Got my dates wrong. Or they got their dates wrong. Or somewhere along the line, dates went wrong. I have yet to establish where dates went wrong. It's now the 13th of October. So I don't need £200 annual leave. And I'm just going to put see what is in house sinking fund for house spending. House spending is not as extreme as it sounds. So I've got things like I need to replace some light bulbs. So I need to replace some light bulbs. I need to get some thick curtains for the lounge. Blackout curtains for my bedroom. Gonna run out of room. That's kind of right. And I need to get some kind of net or blind for the kitchen because my house is lit up like a Christmas tree over winter and I'm not really comfortable with it. These were never things that I wanted to kind of invest in because I was only ever on a 12-month contract. And they gave me a 24-month one this year with the option to then extend onto another 12 months if I wanted to. There are some advantages to being kind of a long-term tenant. It did come with a rent increase though, which was not ideal. So what I can go through and do is I can start researching and costing this up. And to be honest, like the only real day out in my annual leave I'm going to go for is I'll go through to the city, and I'm not going to say which city because it will give away where I live. I'll go through to the city and I'll go through to like B&M's and TK Maxx and Home Sense and places like that. And I'll also go through the charity shops because I do love a good charity shop haul. So those are all of that. You know, I don't need to do all of this at once, and I can just see what's in a house fund if I get to put anything in there and do that. So there's that bleed through again. So I've done my week 1 goals, so let's just go back to here. So you're done. And okay. No, camera shake. I'm so sorry, guys. If anyone else is feeling seasick, it's entirely my fault. So let's just put you to one side for now. And this is going to be a little bit loud. I got these in B&M's like 4 years ago. Thought it's time I finally started to use them. Okay. I've always had a copper jar. I grew up in a house where there was the giant Coke bottle. That was always filled, and I have memories of being very, very small and going on like the family holiday to Wales, and Mum getting us all to count the pennies, and however much there was, it'd be divided by 3, and that would then become our little spending money. We were under 10 at the time, so we were all small. So this is just kind of accumulated. Disclaimer, I've already pulled out any £1, £2 coins and 50p coins because I have got some challenges coming in Happy Mail. And I know I started the 1p tracker. This is just a free printable that I got from Easy Adulthood. I know there are some options on Etsy, but I actually really like the act of colouring in paper, completing it all, and then having a new one. I've lost my train of thought because I'm going off on a tangent again. Yeah, I like having a printed one. I know that this is a slow burner. So once my Happy Mail arrives and I've kind of properly set up my sinking funds, I will let you know what I am doing with this. I'm still mulling over how best to do it, but let's just do £8. So let's just find... I kind of have to see it like that because I get annoyed if I miss coins. Coffee can go over there. Okay, so I've got 80p in 20s, 10p in 10s, 5, 10, 10, 20, 30, 30, 40, 50. That's 50p. 1, 2, 10, 20, 35. So I've got 85p in 5p's. Just get you there. Oh no, 90p in 5p. That's why I get annoyed when that happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10p. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. 4. Well, I've just got pennies left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10p in pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh God, I've lost count. Right, hang on. 1, 2, 3. What's going blurry? 1, 2, 3, 8. 10. Is anyone else melting today? It's so hot and humid. I thought we were done with this. Okay, so I have... So let me just get my phone calculator. So I have... There we go. No! I can't do this on camera because the phone is kind of... I'm viewing things through the phone. So I have 0.2 and... No, that's not right. Oh, God. It's all gone a bit peak-tong. So I have 0.8 plus 0.1 plus 0.9. So I've got £1.18 silver. And then I've got 20p in ones plus 24. That was so much easier. So I've got £2.24. So I think actually what I'm going to do, because I like to get this started, is let's go red for September. And I will put this all in the jar off camera because I know it's loud. But I'm actually just going to do... Well, I can't do that, can I? Let's do 20p. Which is the pennies. Let's do 10p. Which is this one. Let's do 14p. Which is that one. Let's do a pound for the 10p and the 5p's. Because I already have used up my 10p. And let's do 80p for the silver. Okay, so that's that one done. Again, I will stash all of that off camera because I know it's loud and it's not for everyone. But thanks for sticking with me so far. We're half an hour in. So we'll get you off. Let's go for the budget. How are we all doing? You still with me? Have you ducked out? If you have, I completely understand. This type of video is not for everyone. So, right. Carried over 9, invoice 93p, £93. Oh. This isn't happening yet. Does that right? Has anyone ever had this? You place an order off Amazon. The amount is charged from your account. It comes off your card. Let's just say for argument's sake, £17. You cancel an item before it's dispatched. You then wait. And you wait. And you wait. And you wait. And it's been 5 days. And the refund's still not there. And you go onto Amazon and you go onto customer services and you say, "Hi Mo, where's my refund? I can't even see this item on my account anymore." And they go, "Oh, we only pre-authorised the card. Your bank will return the difference." Guess how long my bank is going to take to return the difference? 30 days. I know it's only a £5, but I'd budgeted down for the penny and it's annoyed me. So, pet insurance isn't coming out on the 5th, it's coming out on the 14th. Lockbox isn't coming out to the 28th. So I'm going to make a mess. That's the 28th. Because that is also £12.50 and that actually started from this month. So that's why it's not been on my budget before. Patreon has come out. Prime hasn't been taken. I don't know what is going on there. I'm also toying with cancelling. I know the prices are going up. I don't know if I can justify YouTube Premium has already happened. Canva, there was a free trial. I'm not moaning about this. I'm genuinely not moaning about this. Canva, there was a free trial. And so I've got that free until the end of the month. So that is end of the month free trial. Spotify is the 9th. So that's not happening either. So we're doing well, kind of. Oh, I haven't done the maths for this yet. I'm not going to fully go through and total everything up. But here's the problem. There's about 50 quid more, well, £49 more than I thought I had. So I went and got a bit spendy. Not all of it was on Etsy Happy Mail. And then I really need to tell myself not to do Etsy Happy Mail. But, you know, one thing that I am really realising is that this is going to show me really quickly where I have problem habits. And it turns out Google Play and in-app purchases is a problem for me. So I've not yet been able to get out and go and draw cash. So I've had money sitting in my account. So I think that going forward, as soon as money is gone from my account, I need to take the cash because I spend it. And that's even if I allow an online spending category, which may have to go because I'm not a fan of... I struggle with deprivation. If you say to me, no, you can't have it, I immediately want it. I'm currently under GP's orders to be on a sofa or be on bed rest because asthma and lungs and chest infection and things like muscle fatigue and being deprived of oxygen and all of that fun thing. If you had said to me... I wanted a sofa day in front of the TV. If someone had said to me, oh yeah, you can have a week and just be on the sofa, prior to this happening, I'd have been like, yes. I hate my sofa right now. And I'm on my desk and I am not following doctor's orders. But that's because someone said you must, and therefore I went, but I don't want to. Which is a very childish way of reacting to things at 30. I do acknowledge that. Yeah, I've not even added up how much I've spent on Google Play. I don't think I want to. £24 on Google Play. So this is all going to be changing because I was consigned to the sofa after getting a thorough telling off from a GP yesterday, which didn't help. And then just went and started designing my own sheets because there are definite things that I want to change. So online spending, £24. Etsy spending is... That's a very good question. You can tell my brain's not okay because this is how I write normally. But hey, we manage these things. Etsy spending is up to 28. So yeah, so I am definitely well over where I should be. I've not yet pulled the cash for some of these. And I have made a Vinted sale. So this is the first time I'm really like using this as a genuine working document that I am going with. And I am trying to let my goals guide and work with this. So You can't see me, I'm rubbing my hands in frustration on my face. So I'm probably overthinking this here. Please tell me if I am. So let's just move you down because I need space. So for example, my freelancing, within this period, I'm going to have 2 times payments. 1 times 127 and 1 times 93, and that is a grand total of, I can't do maths, 210, I think. Balls, I can't do maths. That's over £200. I'm not getting the refund, and I've had a rollover, and I don't want this turning up in my account before I'm ready for a new week's budget. So I think the simplest thing to do is to just amend these. And what date is the Tuesday? So I'm only amending it by 1 day. Let me just find my calculator. That's not my calculator, that's my notification screen. You can tell the difference where I've prepped and planned for something and where I have not. Okay, so we're going with a day less. So I could run it from the 1st to the 6th, which is a Thursday to a Tuesday, and then going forward do Tuesday to Wednesday? No, Wednesday to Tuesday. I'm absolutely okay with scribbling all over these because I spent 4 hours designing things last night that I'm just going to print out and use for myself that kind of work a little bit more for my brain, because this is great. I've always had like working notebooks which are just full of scribbles, and there's that camera shake, I'm so sorry, but I really want to be able to actually see those goals here. So for example, like I've already sold an item that I'm now conscious of. None of these are expected to come out, so I need to take that money out of my account because I'm going to spend it because of how I feel at the minute. Because yesterday was a bit of a nightmare trying to not be like that and not go and just spend whatever was left and leave myself with no money for food or fuel or coffee or anything. So I am going through to Tesco's later. It's going to be a challenge because my body is not a fan of movement or energy or anything like that at the minute. Case in point, I feel like my brain is melting right now. So I'm going to go through to Tesco's later. I'm going to pull the cash. I've been sent through the Costa Coffee, get a free drink if you buy a drink today, and I've allowed for that in my budget, so I'm going to do that and I'm going to take my cash out, and then I'm going to work this weekend on my freelancing because I can sit and do that at a desk. I expound very little energy and it's going to take me twice as long to do anyway, so I need 4 days, and just try and get that listing done because I need to build up my stamina because I need to go back to work eventually. I can't be off with fatigue and muscle and asthma and rubbish like that. What I'm going to do, because we're up to 43 minutes and that's kind of enough, and I just need to walk away from all of this now. So we've done the expense tracker, we've updated the budget tracker. I'm going to do the rough debt plan and a rough sinking fund plan probably when I get Happy Mail. A couple of the orders have been dispatched, and I'm going to do I know I want to do a video because some of my favourite videos are watching Happy Mails. And me watching Happy Mails means that I go and order the Mandela challenges from Simply Budgets because they're beautiful. And I can't wait for those. And I've also tried to look for like, I know how hard it is with the Etsy algorithm to fight to get there. So I've tried to look for sellers that don't have as many sales or new, as well as kind of my favourites, like Rainbow Budgets and Fuchsia Budgets and things like that. Can't remember if I've ordered from Fuchsia Budgets yet, but I have my eye on a couple of things. So thank you so much for 45 minutes for sitting here and letting me just brain fart all over the place. This may not be your cup of tea as a video. I completely understand if it's not. I just needed to hold myself accountable and go, you're going to sit here and you're going to write this. And you're going to look at this and you're going to do this. Because otherwise, I think that I would clog up my Instagram feed with everyone's stuff. And I've made a coffee last. That's going well. That's unusual, actually. Normally I need like 1 an hour. And I've got grid lines appearing on my camera, so I hope you can't see that. I'm really pleased that I have started off the 1p challenge. It was just one of those things where I went, oh, I've got that. I can start that. I can do that. And £2.24. Hey, it's money that wasn't doing anything. There is another £4 downstairs, but that is for, like I said, some spending challenges. So thanks so much. Again, appreciate this may not be anyone's cup of tea. Thanks for sticking with me. I will watch this back and probably cringe at the amount of camera shake there is, and also how slightly manic I'm coming across. It's nothing that I don't have those elements. We'll see. Thank you so much for all of the love and support and the welcome you have shown me on Instagram. If any of you have come over from there, hi. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for engaging. It means a lot. If anyone has any suggestions, even if it's just Lord above, girl, calm down, please leave them in the comments below. I'm going to try and make a point of like engaging and responding, because the community in the UK has been so wonderful, and I've seen that support and engagement with other people, and I'm feeling that myself. So thank you to everyone who's viewed the video so far. Thanks for listening again to me brain fart all over the place. There'll be another slightly more composed video coming soon, and I'm not going to let this video get to 50 minutes, so I'm going to sign off now because the cat is also begging for food again. Why do they do that? I fed him. There is dry food down, and he has had treats. That's right. No, that's a tangent. I'm going to go. Thank you all so much, and I look forward to seeing you next time.